What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we are here back inside a Build-A-Boat once again, and today we are going to be talking about updates, and really only updates. We're going to be taking a first look at an Easter update in Build-A-Boats, because if you guys did not know, Easter is actually right around the corner. It's about like 4 weeks away, and if you guys are not aware, Build-A-Boat for Treasure makes some of the best Easter updates ever. Not saying there's one confirmed yet, but it is very, very possible. So we're going to be taking a look at what that update could look like if it does get added. We're also going to be taking a look at another update that is pretty much confirmed later on in the year. Actually, it is confirmed. It's literally inside of the game right now as we're speaking. And we're also going to be joining a game that is basically kind of like a fan-made version of the Easter update inside of Build-A-Boat. So we're going to be taking a look at all three in this video. So first things first, I want to go ahead and start off with the Easter update itself and just take a look at what we got inside of the past, because usually the updates are a little bit similar each time. We'll be taking a look at the boss fights, the eggs that spawn around the map, and also some of the items that get added to the shop every time the Easter update comes out, basically. So there's been multiple different eggs that get added to Build-A-Boat, and usually these eggs have different abilities, and they literally just spawn from the sky. We've had submarine eggs, we've had puzzle eggs, we've had eggs. All of them have different abilities, and you basically have to like beat the egg as its own challenge. It's like a mini quest within the update that you have to complete, and then once you actually complete all the eggs, it actually unlocks the boss fight itself. There was also the ice egg. Now, as I mentioned, I mean, these things, I don't think they originally were like this. I'm pretty sure in another update, they revamped the eggs so that way they did a little bit different things. But as I mentioned, like, each of these eggs have their own, like, mini quest inside of them. Like, this one right here is when the switch actually got added. This one, you had to, like, recognize a pattern. Honestly, it was super cool. And it's just fun doing these different challenges to unlock the boss fight. I mean, there was even the puzzle egg right here, as I was talking about, where you have to actually do a puzzle in order to solve. So usually within every single Easter update, they do add eggs to the game. Now, in fact, there is actually some permanent like egg items that we've had from the Easter updates, just like the Easter jetpack, which we'll get into in just a minute. But the tic-tac-toe board actually came from one of the eggs one time, so this was actually an egg. Like, this was a tic-tac-toe egg to actually start out. And then when you actually completed everything with the update and the egg itself, you actually got this tic-tac-toe board, and that's why I have 37 of them. They bring back the jetpack here. They usually also bring back some candies. We'll take a look at more of that here in just a second. But then we also have the dragon egg, which was actually part of like a Roblox event, so I don't think this thing's ever gonna return, but hopefully it does something inside of the future. I honestly I don't know what this thing's gonna do, but right now it really has like nothing, like no abilities or anything. It's just like a normal egg. It doesn't do anything special. Now, usually inside of the Easter updates, just like every other update we have inside of Build-A-Boats, like if it's a seasonal update, they add like seasonal limited items in the shop for a certain amount of time, and these items usually are like the Easter jetpack. They also add in like bundles of candy. We've seen that sometimes as well. And of course, we have the Easter cannon, which is probably one of the most unique and most memorable Easter update items we've had. Now, usually when they do add this to the shop, it is for Robux, but in the boss fight that we're about to see here in just a second, you're usually able to get the Easter cannon for free. So who knows, maybe they're gonna bring back the boss fight and maybe even the items to the shop. But let's take a look at the boss briefly, and then we'll join into that Build-A-Boat game and then get into the other update that I wanted to mention. So stay tuned, because we are literally just getting started. So this right here is the Easter boss fight. Now, we've had the same boss fight in the past, but as other Easter updates came out to the game, I believe the boss fight has changed just a little bit. So basically, inside of this boss fight, you have to defeat the king egg, and who knows, maybe this place will be returning. I mean, it's still a connected place to Build-A-Boat, so maybe it'll get updated. Who knows? In fact, it was updated about a year ago, and it might get updated soon. I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But I'm assuming if they do bring an Easter update back, that they're definitely going to bring a boss fight back with it as well, because there's probably a lot of people watching this video right now that honestly didn't get to play this Easter update. Actually, comment down below. Comment if you've ever played an Easter update in Build-A-Boat, or even this boss fight right here. So this boss fight is pretty hard. It's really easy if you have multiple people, but if you're doing it solo, it can be quite difficult, especially if you're doing it for the first time. But after a few tries, you'll definitely get the hang of it. Especially that part right there is probably the hardest part of this entire boss fight, was that wave right there. This part is super easy, but there is some parts that can definitely be a struggle for sure. So the reward you actually get from this boss fight, I don't know if you get a gold reward from this. It definitely does change depending on the updates, but I believe inside of the last one, you actually got the Easter cannon from completing this, which was for sale for Robux inside of the shop at the time. But I mean, this boss fight's honestly pretty fun, and I'd love to see it return, or even a brand new boss fight would be even better. So the Easter update is definitely something to remember inside of the game, and I'm hoping it does come out this year. Now, like I said, guys, there's nothing confirmed whatsoever whatsoever. But what is confirmed is an Easter update, not Easter update, my bad, Christmas update for next year, where basically every Christmas now there is going to be limited items in the shop, and also the map is probably going to change as well. They did announce that inside the last update, so we definitely know there's gonna be a Christmas update next year, or this year I should say, and there might even be Easter, who knows. But let's go ahead and join this Easter update and take a look at it from a fan-made version, just to check it out and get the vibe for the Easter update. And this right here is a fan-made version of the Easter update, where they kind of took inspiration from the Easter update and made its own build-a-boat map out of it. You can see it says sub to official Fusion YT right there. Let's go. All right, so through this portal, I believe it brings you up inside of the clouds. One other thing I wanted to mention as well is that like the terrain might change. For example, you'll probably see these clouds here. The clouds don't look exactly like this, but it's definitely similar. And also some of the map colors may change as well. Like some of the trees might turn different colors. You see that inside of like Christmas updates and Halloween updates. So maybe for Easter as well. But the map definitely will look a little bit different for sure, especially if there's eggs spawning from the sky. So let's go over to the portal, and I'm gonna go up there and show you guys what the boss fight looks like, because they definitely also made a little remake of the boss as well. So let's go ahead and show you guys that. So this right here, as I was mentioning earlier, each of those eggs that you did the quest for, they'd be listed up here, and this thing would turn green and activate. And once you had all of these eggs activated, it activated this elevator right here that takes you down, and all these things had to be lit up. But honestly, it looks pretty cool. And wow, I can see everything up here. And wow, there's the I want to go look at that. There's the RB battles room. But anyway, if we walk through here and we click on this button just like this, it brings us inside of a remake of the Easter boss. This is just a little bit smaller, it looks like, but it definitely feels the same as you guys saw from earlier in the video when I showed you guys gameplay of the boss fight. I mean, wait, can I touch this? Does this do anything? I don't think this actually does anything. I'm clicking on it, but I don't think you can actually play the boss, unfortunately. But if we go back inside of here, I did notice that they actually have the RB battles room still there. Now, if you guys didn't know, inside of the last update, they did actually remove the RB battles room. I have to go ahead and see what it looks like once again. They may have actually remade this as well. This might be like the original one, because I believe the same person who made this like Easter update remake also like rebuilt the RB battles area. I could be wrong though. Okay, so you guys can see here's the plushie room with the bookshelf. Yeah, it definitely looks remade, sure, but it still looks like the actual game. We have the chest with the key inside. Here's the mini games as well. Okay, and then we have the door here that cracked open. They did a really good job remaking this. And there we go. We got the portal. We got the rooms on each side. It's just like I'm playing Build-A-Boat, but not at the same time. I wonder if they could make this portal activate to teleport to somewhere. I don't know. But let me know down below. Do you guys think there's going to be an Easter update this year? I mean, inside the last update, they did confirm there's going to be a Christmas update. So now we have 2 automated updates every year. We have the Christmas update and the 4th of July update that are automated. So they're going to be added every single year. So maybe they'll do the same with Halloween and also Easter. We'll just have to see. So as we get more news, I'll keep you guys updated. But be sure to drop a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. And I'll see you all inside the next one. Peace out and goodbye.